When that happened, I knew what I wanted to do for the rest of my life. I went to my mom and said, "Mom, when I grow up, I want to be a magician." She said, "I'm sorry, son, you'll have to decide. You can't do both." So I became a magician. I met my goals, but so many people do not. Why is that? Well, the greatest separator between those of us who achieve our goals and those who do not is how we perceive ourselves. You see, we don't get out of life what we want. That's called a dream. And the reason people believe that dreams don't come true is because what we do get out of life is directly proportional to the value judgments we make about ourselves. See, if we have a 10 dream, but only a 5 self-esteem, we're never going to be able to achieve the 10 dream because our self-esteem will stop us. We'll only perform at the level of a 5 or lower. You can't buy $10 worth of groceries with a $5 bill. You can't win a 10K race if you only run 5K. And you can't reach a 10 dream with a 5 self-esteem. The greatest limitations that we encounter when attempting to achieve our dreams are usually those we put on ourselves. Have you ever seen an invisible fence? I guess that's a stupid question. If you'd seen it, it wouldn't be invisible. But they really do exist. They're a real thing. We bought one to protect our dog. You bury a wire in the ground around your yard, and you run a small current through it. The dog wears a collar that reacts to that wire. As I've moved towards a goal, I got to the very edge of my comfort zone, and I stopped. I didn't believe in myself enough. It was a self-limiting belief. By the way, we tried that collar on our dog, and it didn't work. He would just grit his teeth and push right on through. Because his desire to be outside the yard was greater than his fear of the shock. But as I look back on it years later, I realized I could have learned a really powerful lesson from that dog. Remember, believing in ourselves is the real magic. Because if we can do that, we can accomplish almost anything.